Hi everyone! I thought I would share a little bit about my setup and plans for the Week in the Life project. This year I'm going to be using the notebook. I've never done it in this format before, but I wanted to try it this year because it will be a challenge and because I would also just like to have a thinner album. I love the binder albums for trips and December daily, but I am very quickly running out of space on my bookshelves. So using the notebook will eliminate a lot of choices for me. While I love a lot of the collection, I probably won't be able to use the thicker pieces just because they're going to make the album look too thick. So I won't be able to use any of these nice scallop dividers, or probably these too. I mean, I suppose I could glue them in, but I just think they're going to add too much thickness and I don't want to use them in the notebook to make it too thick. But never fear, I'm sure these products will be used in some way in a different project. You could use them in Project Life, or more likely for me, I could use them in a trip album. So some of the things that I will be using are a lot of the thinner elements. I like these plastic acetate pieces. Also did get the By the Numbers kit, so I will be using a lot of these plastic pieces as well. The stickers will definitely make an appearance in the album, and just in general, some of the thinner pieces. One of the things I was kind of sad that I didn't get to use are these transparencies. I love any transparent elements, but again, I just think it's going to be a little bit too thick. So one thing that I did do to the album ahead of time is I wanted to mimic this transparent element. So what I did was in the album, I cut out each of the words that were in here. They used to have the day of the week like this, and I just used an X-Acto knife to trim that out so that I could make my own see-through element. So I cut that out and then I added some acetate. I used the stamps to stamp hello and Monday, just like the transparency, and then I just put that on top to make a little window element. It looks kind of funny because I just have them washi taped in for now. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here yet. I thought it might be cool to have a photo cover this part up, but I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to take a photo where the middle of the picture is not important, so I can cut that out. The other idea I had was just to use these pattern papers. I could cut the window out here and put that on top, and then it would match the color on the other side. I also thought about actually just cutting out these letters and putting them in here, but I like how the stamp turned out. And I have these leftover pieces now, and maybe I'll be able to use that in another way. I kind of like that this one says the Week in the Life here, and maybe I'll end up gluing something here and making an embellishment just for a title page on the left-hand side. And then I'm just going to walk you through Monday because the pages are pretty much the same. So after this see-through element, we have the timeline. Here I'm probably just going to handwrite what's going on during my day. It's going to be pretty fact-based. I am going to use these quote cards. I think they're a nice element. And then the way that I'm going to treat most of the notebook pages, I'm going to treat it like a pocket page album. I'm very comfortable doing pocket pages. And so I thought, like, for this left-hand side, I could treat it like another pocket page where I have some kind of grid. I could put, you know, these are just 3x4 cards, but just as an example, I can put them all here and they would fit maybe with a photo and another journaling card. Here I plan to handwrite my words for gratitudes and what I want to remember. On this next page, I've left myself some notes of what I want to do here. Probably on the bottom, I wrote I'm going to put a 4x6 photo, a 3x4 photo, or maybe some text here. And then I will be using these ovals to document some number things. On the right, with the ing words, I will probably fill it out for Monday, but a lot of the things are repeated. I can't see myself writing a different thing for every single day. For example, I guess I'm not a very clean person, but I'm probably not going to be cleaning a different thing every day. It's probably going to be dishes every day or tidying up, but it's going to be the same thing. So I don't know that I really want to put that there all the time. So another idea I had was maybe I would only fill it out a couple of times per week, and then I would just cover this up with maybe some text or even another photo. On the next page on this By the Numbers grid, I wrote a note to myself about the things that I do want to put every single day. I will be probably putting a screenshot of the weather here, the newspaper front page, the screen time, the time I've spent on the screen, the hours of sleep that I've gotten, For exercise, I might put the steps I've done or the yards I've swam because I do a lot of swimming, or maybe just a general minutes that I've exercised, the driving time because I am in a season of life of doing a lot of driving, the money spent, mostly because we have these really cute, where are they? Plastic pieces. So I might do something with that and put the money that I spent per day. And then something that's specific to me, or maybe it happens to you too, but we have lots of books on the dining room table. I live with two very avid readers who are often reading during meal times, and our dining room table ends up with a lot of books. So I thought it would be funny to count the number of books that we have on our table, and then possibly the number of text messages sent and received over the day. I do really like these 4x4 square cards, and I will try to include them maybe here, maybe somewhere else during the day. But my plan for these, because I won't be gluing them on to one of the pages, I could have it separate from the two pages here. What I usually do for something like this, I wrote here that I'll have a full page photo. So what I can do is attach some kind of hinge that will go behind the photo. So a little paper there, put the photo on top, and then it will be kind of loose in the album. And the nice thing about doing that is that I can move it from here to here, so that way hopefully it doesn't get too thick in one spot. And then, so I'll probably do some writing on this side, and then on the other side, sorry, everything is just washi taped in here, I'll do a 4x4 photo. And then on these two pages, again, I'm sort of treating them like pocket pages. So on the right-hand side, this is going to be like a 3x4 photo, a 4x6 photo, and then some text. And then on the left, I'm going to do another full page photo. I'm planning to use one of these because we have 7 of these, 1 per day. And then on this last page, I will probably try to use these 4x6 journaling cards for some more text about the day, and then a 4x6 card. Honestly, I don't know how it's going to be. I haven't put everything into the notebook yet. And with gluing the thicker papers down into the notebook, I don't know if it's going to already be too thick like this. So we're going to have to reassess, but that is my general plan. I will be putting together the album after the week of documenting, so I will be able to see how many photos I have. But I like that I set this up because it gives me a general sense of how many photos I have to take, what orientation I should take them in, and I think that makes the project a lot more manageable. I am definitely somebody who can go and take hundreds of photos, and I don't really want to sift through hundreds of photos at the end of the day. So having a plan where I know that I have this many photo slots and I need to take those photos in this particular orientation will help me. So the rest of the notebook is going to be the same plan as the Monday was, just using the different colored cards. I hope that helps in some way, and happy Week in the Life documenting.